Good day everybody, Sebastian Keynes here with another Watcher of Realms video. Hey, in this video we're going to be discussing Gear Dungeon, and I'm going to be doing some forging here after I collected some of the materials required to do that. But first thing is first, we are back. We took a little bit of a break during Easter. If you did celebrate Easter, I hope you had a good one. But I did take the opportunity to take some time off, kind of distress, and then get back to things now that we have returned to our daily activities. So in this video, I'm just going to quickly, just for fun, we're going to go and we're going to forge some stuff, see what we can get from Farming Gear Dungeon. I did come back to the game, and the first thing that I wanted to see and try to clear was this event here with Captain Reeve. By the way, if you did summon for Captain Reeve, I hope you got something good along the way. But when I came to stage 8, holy crap, did Moontan throw a range into things. For an event, that stage was difficult, but we were able to get it done here. But the main thing was that I knew that here in the global server they had finally added Gear Dungeon, so everybody probably had an opportunity to go through it and see how hard it was. So you saw from a couple of weeks ago I released some content regarding this that was in the Forerunner server. We had to test it out. We kind of had an idea of the type of configurations that we could probably use to bring this dungeon down, especially stage 6, but then they added a little wrinkle before they released it to the global server, where they had actually decreased the efficiency of the slow on the sycophants. And so that pretty much put into question Eon, Mary, and Greed, because some of us were actually trying to use them for that content in the Forerunner server to try to slow things down, because there were two types of strategies that eventually developed for this dungeon. Is one, you could try to tank it on the bottom and try to get them down as quickly as possible before they healed, or you could try to go no tank and slow things down with Mary or Greed. And on top, also the MVP that came about in this dungeon was Volka, because she could take the units down, and especially if you had her at A1 or you added a shield on top of her, she could really bring those units down as quickly as possible before they rush through, right? So for stages 1 through 5 here on the global server, I actually employed the 2 tank strategy on the bottom, and then on top I had Valkyrie, and she was able to take care of the top along with Comet, and they both did a good job in the first 5 stages. But when I got to stage 6, that's when I really noticed the difference, especially with the enhanced recuperation. So anytime the sycophants touched the tank, they were healing for up to 683,000. So it was really hard to bring him down. So when Vierna had that one hit, she really needed to bring him down to 30%, and most of the time you had to get good RNG to get all of them to come down, especially with the 2 tanks. So for my run on stage 6, so this is not going to be a guide per se. I'm willing to bet that there are a lot of other people that came out with different strategies, so you can go and look at that video. But this is the composition that I did use. Yes, very heavy pay to win, but I took advantage of King Hars and Broker because he has that extra, just in case he dies, he does give me the advantage at least to freeze and recuperate with the healer. I had Mary. I actually didn't use Mary on the bottom, and I used Artemis on top. He's not A1, he's just a base Artemis, so I only used him for his anti-heal. Of course, the burst of rage with Elowen came in handy. Dolores is pretty much just to power up Birna, and then give her a little bit more oomph with Morrigan as the lead here. I did use Morrigan. She's going to be on top. He helps Comet with the second round, but she wasn't as integral to the fight as it was Artemis, Vierna, and Comet. Really, these were the ones that really brought things down. And even though we had a decrease, or they added a decrease in the slow effect of Mary, we still were able to use her because of her vulnerabilities, so that also comes in handy. Laurel is just to boost Comet, and that is the one thing that we had emphasized, at least I emphasized in the previous videos that I released with this content, was if you're going to use Comet, you need to make sure you have somebody that will boost his rage as much as possible. So in this case, we're taking opportunity from 2. It's Elowen and Laurel, right? So that is the strategy that I use for stage 6. It is really difficult to sometimes keep Valkyra healthy up top and alive on stage 6. So that's why they decided to change things up a little bit. Now, I'm hoping people are geared, and if not, you'll see the edit. But I'm gonna just give you the, I know that they're spot on, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how I approach this. And so you're gonna see Bierna, King Hars, Eloin, Mary, and Dolores here at the bottom. Those are gonna be the main players. So this is the one strat that I did employ. Talking with my guildmates and those that are in the class, especially in my guild and my alliance, is that they were discussing with me about timings and making sure as to when you really wanted to make sure that Bierna's ult went off, and they tried to give me time. And also we knew that there was a little bit of a discrepancy between the timing of the first, second, and then the third and fourth wave. So the third and fourth waves are a lot tighter. So I had to make sure that my Bierna had a little bit of rage regeneration. And you see on top here, I'm using Komet, Artemis, and Volker along. So you saw me there using Morrigan, but at the same time I was also using Laurel to boost Komet's ultimate to make sure that it was ready. So this is how it kind of played along. So for this last wave here, while Komet was trying to build up his rage, I brought in Morrigan and I put King Hars here on the back just to make sure nothing got past me, because I already had it closed down. Yeah, so that's how the run looked. Now I can tell you, if I'm going to go back to the setting, because one of the things that I did emphasize, at least for my runs, was that the one thing that I wanted to make sure as if that I had as much power as possible, you know, that things were cranked up. So I got a little bit sneaky. My King Hars, I think I changed him because I'm getting ready for guild versus guild, so he's in the Guardian set now. I got a little bit sneaky. I actually put him in a very solid, tanky Soulbound Arcana set that I had. And remember, he's only at the bottom to tank the archers, right? And then I'm withdrawing him. He's not going to be there to stop the Sycophants. I'm just hoping that Bierna can take him out in one shot. So he has a Soulbound Arcana set, and I did activate his ultimate once before I released him. Komet has a Soulbound Arcana set, and Bierna and Artemis had Soulbound Arcana set. So I tried to get their ultimates revved up as soon as I can, so I could then build up on the Soulbound Arcana set's ultimate, and also kind of take advantage of the bug, which I don't know if it's a bug because they haven't bothered to fix it since Forerunner days. So just build up the Soulbound Arcana's ultimates and get as much juice as you can out of that. That was essentially the strategy that I used for that. So that was kind of the makeup of the composition that I used. So I did farm it all. I did farm the materials, and so let's go on and see what we can get out of them, because that is really what we want. We want some juicy gear. All right, so here's in the foundry I have 660, so we'll get 3 rounds of that. 795. I was 5 short, but we'll get some rounds of that as well. And in the unidentified front, we got 3. So we'll figure out what we get out of those. We'll save those for last, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do with the gear. So let us start, and let's forge some new sets, and hopefully we get some good stuff here. All right, so let's look at the weapon, and this is the new Wicked Vengeance set. So we essentially want to see the good stats, right? Attack bonus, attack speed, crit rate, crit damage if at all possible. It does not look like this is going to help us at all, so we're gonna let that go. This is already two flats, so I'm gonna probably sell that. Not gonna be a keeper. There's some crit damage here, but no other stats, so unfortunately not a good piece. This is not a good piece either. I don't think that they're going to be releasing any new materials in the near future to try to get us to re-roll this in some way, so I think it's just going to be a sell. Now here we have a healing effect, kind of a salvation effect on the light grace. The only difference is that we are getting rage regeneration out of this. So essentially what I want to see out of this piece is sometimes is if it's going to go for an attack base healer, attack bonus with attack speed, healing effect. If it's going to go to an HP healer, which we have about 4 of them, right? So then I'm looking for healing effect, attack speed, HP bonus, anything to provide survivability. We'll keep that. We'll roll out that for the next Tales of the Smith event. Here we have attack speed and healing effect, so I'm going to keep that. This one, attack speed and attack bonus, nothing else. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to keep that. I'll probably sell that. Attack bonus with healing effect, HP bonus as promising. Hopefully it rolls well. Nothing here. And two flat subsets, so I'm not going to be interested. So that's going to be a sell. All right, let's go again. Right, so we get a little bit more red here, so hopefully we get the stats that we need. Attack speed with crit rate, but no attack bonus, which is unfortunate. Nothing there that's going to help us. Crit rate with crit damage. I would have liked to see an attack bonus in there as well, but we didn't get that. And no, it's not going to be nothing promising yet. With the healing effect, no. And no, well, yeah, no, not doing like any of those. At least one good piece is what we're looking for. Attack and crit rate, that's a lot of gold to try to see what these will roll. Possibly not a keeper, not for this account. Attack crit rate, you know, if they roll high, you could probably use them on somebody that you just use them for faction trials or something like that, because you do get a little bit of a boost of attack down here with crit damage. Crit rate, no attack, no crit damage, no attack bonus, so not going to be good. This one will probably go. No healing effect, no attack speed, which is really what I'm looking for in these pieces here. Pretty much on salvation pieces now, the only thing that I'm looking for is healing effect and attack speed, along with rage regeneration in any of the pieces possible. So not a very good round there. We were hoping for better pieces, but it's gonna be just as complicated to get them as it is from GR1. So some of my guildmates were really lucky. They got some very good pieces. So something like this, you know, if you're able to get 100% or, you know, even 95, 97, depending on the champion, or in the hero, if you can get enough pieces, enough crit rate on the other 4 pieces, you could possibly use this. But unfortunately, I don't have any attack speed or rage regeneration on that one, so that's probably not going to be a strong play. 2 flat subsets already, so that's not going to be good. So that's what we got from the sanguine fabric. It wasn't good, so now we'll switch over to the smoldering scales. So now here it's going to be probably a lot of flats. So see, flat, so that's going to be gone. Crit damage, not on that set. At flat, it's gone. Crit damage with attack speed, rage regen, but we did not get any of the attack speed. And this is an HP set, so nope, that's not going to do. Defense flat, rage regeneration, an alignment set. Possibly not. Probably not. We're not going to keep that. It's flat and it's flat. Defense bonus on will damage reduction. You could. It's unfortunate because no HP bonus. There's attack speed and rage regen, so but no HP bonus. So it's unlikely I'm going to use it for anything where I'm going to require a lot of survivability. All right, let's do another 200 here. Let's see here. Flat, that's not going to help us. Flat, nope. An unshaken with crit rate, possibly not. Flat, healing effect and unshaken. Maybe for a healer, but I don't see a whole lot of use. Flat, nope. No. Attack, and it has thumbs up apparently. Let's see here. Damage reduction. So HP bonus with defense, but it has rage regen way at the bottom here. Could possibly be useful. So maybe one good piece depending on how it rolls. So here, defense bonus. Nope, 2 flat stats already. Healing effect in the morale ring. No, I don't like that. Flat, HP bonus, and unshaken. Attack speed, defense bonus. Possibly, could be useful. 3 flats. That's not going to do us any good. And healing effect with crit damage. No, that's junk. Out. Ew. Maybe. Depends. That's crit rate on it. You'd be surprised how this type of especially guardian sets with crit rate we're looking for right now for guild versus guild, especially the overlord ranks, because it actually is coming in handy, and is actually required in some situations. So possible flat. No. All right, so we were 5 short. Let's keep going before it gets too long. Attack bonus, attack speed. I like to see that on the morale, so we'll see. Possibly not though. Okay, no, flat. So far nothing good. Okay. Promising. It's an ancient. It is promising. Okay. This is promising. I like the fact that we got something good there. So hopefully it rolls well. If it rolls well, I'll post a screenshot of it on the community page. Damage reduction, so defense bonus, no HP bonus though. So that's unfortunate. Alright, so we got at least 1 ancient piece out of this. Flat, that's not gonna help. Defense bonus, no HP bonus, so that's probably not going to help. I'm going to have to go look at that other piece, because it had attack speed and rage regen. It could come in handy for certain situations, but I'm going to say no for now. Now, here's another one, damage reduction. Defense bonus. If this rolls well here on top, yeah, I might be able to use it. Especially with the damage reduction, that's just really, really big. Okay, flat, that's not going to help. HP bonus on the morale set with attack speed and rage regen. Promising. All items deal 4% bonus damage, does not stack, but I only need 1 person to use it, so you never know, a healer or somebody like that could use that. So alright, so that's the fortune. Now we got to the good stuff, right? We really want to know what we get from the unidentified. So let's identify this piece, and we get a variant. It's a warlord weapon. So it's attack and attack speed, so we know it, right? So it has crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, no attack bonus. That's unfortunate. But the wisdom is a healing effect of +8. Not a good bonus. All right, let's go on to the next one. Okay, is a wisdom bangle. Wisdom can be converted to Soulbound Arcana. Is an attack bonus. Plus, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, rage regeneration. Thank you. And upon casting the ultimate, increases max HP 1% and grows in size, stacking up to 5 times. That's the extra size, give me extra stats. That's what I want to know. This actually would have been better for a tank, I think. But it's a very good piece. I mean, this is worth investing your resources to get it to be a Soulbound Arcana piece. So definitely I'm taking this one. That was a very, very good piece. All right, last one. Okay, another variant is the Insight Bangle. So Insight, you can convert that to Infernal. Attack bonus with crit rate, crit damage, and attack speed. Okay, so HP flat, not the one that you want, but I'll take it. Renewed vigor after being deployed for 60 seconds increases basic attributes by 5%. Wow. Okay, so you have to time it, right? Put it down 60 seconds extra and you do your damage, and then if you need to withdraw it and then possibly bring it back in, that could be that is definitely interesting. So there you go. We got 3 unidentified pieces, and we got 2 very good ones. I'm stoked. Attack bonus. Those are very good. These are very good. I will take it because this one I can convert to an inferno, set. So that's that. There. That's what we got. That's what we got from our gear dungeon, folks. I really hope that you were able to progress as much as you could in it. Whatever stage you get to, just farm it. Try to get some new gear out of it. And as always, please let me know what you thought of the content. I really want to know if you found it as challenging as I did, especially in my Forerunner account. I do understand some of you that are trying to push 4 and 5. In fact, I'm going to have the opportunity to go tackle 4 again in the Forerunners because they reintroduced it, or they opened it up again. So at least I'll have 4 days, I think, to try to tackle it there. So I'll probably bring an update on how we were able to progress there with the limited roster that I do have in that account. And I'm really hoping that I can push stage 4, maybe stage 5 in that account, so we can get better resources for our energy, a better return for it. Okay, so that's going to be for me in terms of the gear dungeon for this go around. I do want to wish you the best when it comes to in terms of your forging and trying to clear this content, whether it's this time or the next time around. All right, I want to thank you all very much for tuning in and watching. Please remember to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next Watcher Roams video.
Their souls are mine to take.